up, gang? So I'm here at Mark Cosmetics Junction Mall with the resident senior artist Mark Louis here, and he's going to show us a couple of tips and tricks on how to take care of our skin, guys, because I don't think guys pay that much attention to their skin.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's super important. We were talking about it, that if guys do all of this and you spend all the time buying those perfect shirts and suits and working on your hair, skincare should be just as important, you know. So yeah, we're basically, what do you use for your skincare?
I have a routine. I exfoliate like
of course he has a routine.
And I use a charcoal face wash. Amazing. Lately enough, I use aftershave as a moisturizer.
That's an awesome tip right there. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do today. One of the things guys don't realize is that we've got a massive section in every MAC store that is for guys and girls. I mean, everything from exfoliation to moisturizer, and that's what we're going to be doing today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like one of the most important steps for guys and girls is exfoliation, and you understand that obviously, but I mean, if you think about the conditions that we live in, especially in Africa where there's construction going on all the time, so many free radicals in the air that your skin is, you know, what's the word, exposed? It's exposed to like all sorts of crazy things. So you want to at least once a week, and when you get into it, it turns into like 3 times a week. Right? I mean, I'm at home going exfoliation twice a week, but for starters, once a week is great, and that's just to sort of get rid of the dead skin cells. And I mean, the MAC store has the most amazing exfoliator, and this is volcanic ash. It's got actual volcanic ash in there, so not just getting rid of the dead skin cells, it helps with the rejuvenation process of your skin as well. So we're actually going to do a little bit of exfoliation.
Okay, I haven't done it in a while, so...
Okay, good. I'm going to mix that with a little bit of cleanser foiling. This is actually makeup remover, but I do find that if you feel like maybe the volcanic ash is too harsh, you can mix that with a little bit of oil, and it will give you a nice sort of lather effect. So I mean, you can see it's actually black, so, and I mean, I feel like those trending things with black masks on social media right now, like this is going to look just as cool.
Actually, it kind of looks the same.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's just gosh.
Yeah. That's pretty, yeah. So in the interest of not destroying suits and shirts, we're just going to focus on the center of the face, which is a good thing if you're doing that maybe twice a week. Your once a week session though, you can try to do sort of all over. Moisture is super important after this step so that you can maintain sort of what the exfoliation has done.
So what we've done is taken out all the impurities gum on the face, so it's pure now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a clean slate, so your skin is really rejuvenated at this point, and just like you said, we've taken the impurities away. The step to remember and why moisturizing and the step after that is so important is now you've left your skin vulnerable as well. Like there's room for more things to get in and free radicals and all of that. So one of my favorites is the MAC Studio Moisture. And this is just, I mean, although there's a massive variety of moisturizers, and I noticed that a lot of people, due to the African climate and then having oily skin, they don't moisturize, which is probably the worst thing you can do, because if you don't moisturize oily skin, it's going to keep producing more and more oil because it's trying to feed itself essentially. So if you do moisturize, you could end up minimizing the oil production in your skin. So yeah, I'm just going to lather that into the skin. How does that feel?
It feels amazing. I feel like a new man already.
Cool, so moisture done. I know that a lot of guys do worry about shine that you experience throughout the day. And the areas that mostly get shine again is on the sides of the nose, the apple, the cheek, forehead, and I think we're a long way from guys using powder to sort out that problem, and we'll get to some powder in a bit, just so you can see that it's not that scary. But Max got this awesome product called Skin Define Zone, and what it does is it'll work on the pore areas. So if you do have a little bit of texture on the sides of your nose, it's going to minimize those pores. Over time, it will be a little bit more of a permanent effect, and then it gives instant mattification as well, which is great. So after you moisturize, you dab a little bit of this in those areas. I'm going to use a tiny amount just in those areas, and you'll notice that I'm patting it into the skin as opposed to rubbing it, and that's just because it's a little bit more like a focused product, so you're deciding exactly where you need those areas or placing it in the targeted areas.
And also the area below the eye, I think it's really, really sensitive. Absolutely. So if you rub it in, you aggravate it.
Yeah. See, this guy knows his business, eh? Like fast fashion and hair wrinkles. So if you're doing under eye cream or skin define zone, anything to blur and protect that area, definitely want to be pushing it into the skin as opposed to rubbing it out. Another one of my ultimate favorite products, and I know guys get self-conscious about this also. Self-conscious, okay. Morning after an amazing night out, all of us have a little bit of a bag area under your eyes, and even if you don't think about it too much, sometimes you've got something to do that day and you do want to take the edge off that situation. Fast Response Eye Cream is amazing for its instant effects because it contains amongst other ingredients caffeine, so that's an instant boost for your skin. So lip balm is fantastic. One of the things I've discovered recently, and this is Max Prep and Prime Lip, and women use it essentially for a first coat before they do things like matte lipstick, and it really works on having the lipstick not affect the texture of the lips. And because it's got beeswax, it really has a much longer lasting effect than regular lip balm does. So I've resorted to using this as a lip balm. It's sort of a lip balm, it's never too shiny, and if you rub your lips together, you can feel that sort of beeswax. Like it's just great texture.
It's really, really soft.
Yeah. Which is what she's gonna like, right? That's pretty much it for us, but I'm going to take it just one step further to the sort of things that I do every day when I do male grooming for myself, and it's the refining. I mean, so now your skin's nice and soft and you're moisturized and everything's taken care of, but I feel like the overall look is also something that should be considered. And eyebrows is like, and I'm by no means saying go for a tweeze or a shape or whatever, but I do find that especially Kenyan men have really sort of fish eyebrows, yeah, which is an amazing thing. And what I find is if you brush your brows up, it really opens your eye area and it looks like everything's sort of put together. So if you're making the effort to comb your beard every day and put oil on your beard and all of that, you might as well
brush your eye.
You know. So this is the sort of brow wax that we're going to use, and it's also a great sort of beeswax formula again. And this is just to ensure that when you brush your brows up, they actually stay there for the entire day. So consider it as, I guess, like a hairspray or a hair gel for your brows, which is pretty great. I mean, there's a host of other products at the Max store as well for eyebrows. And I'm just going to start by rubbing against the grain of the brow.
Against the grain, guys.
Yeah, so I mean, that just makes sure that you've got it from root to tip. And then, I mean, that's pretty much it. But to finish off, I'm gonna, and I know nobody, like at this point, you guys are probably like, oh, now he's gone too far. But I do love a little bit of powder if you're going out as well. And guys are just as interested in taking pictures of themselves for Instagram these days as well, right? So, and powder is really just gonna make sure that you do get a perfect shot and there's no shine, rubbing that out or whatever. And Mineralize Skinfinish is a powder, but it's also got a lot of minerals that are easy for your skin to absorb, which is great. So it's skincare and it will control shine without looking too cakey. And again, we're not going to do your entire face. It's really just like, he looks a little bit nervous now as well. Right? Think of powder as underarm deodorant for your face. It's the same thing. You're controlling you know, some of the things that are not so enjoyable that our bodies do, like shine. Yeah, so I'm just going to add a tiny bit of that just in the center of the face. Cool, so I mean you can see that it's really just a sort of veil for the skin, and it doesn't need anything too much makeup at all.
So guys, and there you have it. It's really important for you to take care of your skin because you don't want to age quickly. I mean, you're 30 and you look like you're 45. So take care of your skin and it'll take care of you. Yeah. So thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Enjoy hanging out.
Definitely.
Thank you.
So guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Share this to all your friends and like my cosmetics pages on all of your social media channels. So till next time, it's a wrap.